Hello, Nia Preston here to talk about my leatherback sea turtle I've been following, Turt, specifically human impacts, land use, soil conservation, and agriculture. Land development. So, leatherbacks need an open ocean, deep waters, and tropical beaches for nesting to thrive. Coastal development is a major cause of nesting habitat loss, and artificial lighting and roads disrupt nesting behavior and hatchlings. Shoreline construction increases erosion and reduces usable nesting sites for leatherbacks. Agricultural. As for farming, leatherbacks are most threatened by marine aquaculture and crops near coastlines. Runoff is a major source of coastal pollution. Fertilizers, pesticides, and oil enter ocean systems this way, which impacts food chains and coastal habitat health. Down here, I inserted a picture of aquaculture and a turtle that has developed deadly tumors from chemical coastal pollution. Local land use. So, before development began on these beaches, they were natural, dark, quiet, and very wide, and just the perfect spot for leatherbacks to nest. They weren't disrupted, and now in present day, we have buildings, roads, artificial lighting. They are developed, bright, and have high human activity. This is caused by tourism and infrastructure expansion along the coast. And climate change accelerates shoreline loss as well. I inserted a picture of a leatherback just on a wide open beach, perfect for nesting. And then I inserted a picture of a beach and the coast with a little coastal city on it and people along the beach, which is not natural or ideal for leatherback nesting or nesting of any kind. Effects on Turt. Lower nesting success is caused by beach disturbance. Hatchlings are very disoriented by artificial lighting. Baby turtles navigate towards the brightest horizon, which naturally is moonlight or the moonlight reflecting off the ocean. So they naturally go towards a bright light, which, if you add artificial lighting into the equation, this disorients them and causes them to get themselves in very dangerous situations. And leatherbacks are listed as vulnerable. So this is happening all over. We are seeing a very rapid growth in coastal development with cities, tourism, and infrastructure, which causes habitat loss on beaches, nesting area, and wetlands. And this causes fewer nesting turtles and a reduced survival rate for those that do hatch. Social conservation. So, dunes and wetlands and coastal plants stabilize coastal systems. Vegetation reduces erosion and filters runoff that would otherwise just be going straight into the ocean. Wetlands improve water quality, and sustainable farming reduces sediment pollution into the ocean. Global impact. Pollution of all kinds is horrible, but for leatherbacks, plastic pollution is deadly. They ingest plastic on accident. They mostly feed on jellyfish, and like you can see in this picture, a plastic bag or just a piece of plastic floating in the ocean looks like a jellyfish, especially to a hungry sea turtle. Also, entanglement in fishing gear. Thousands of sea turtles are caught in fishing gear yearly, and again, this is deadly. They can be strangled by fishing gear, they can lose limbs because of fishing gear. And deforestation increases coastal pressure, and industrial fishing impacts migration routes. So, thankfully, we are working on resolutions for these issues and trying to adapt to things that we can't really take control of and fully change. So, we have some protected nesting beaches and conservation zones for turtles, and people and organizations put up signs for sea turtle nests, like please do not disturb, like leave this area for the turtles. We are seeing more turtle safe fishing gear, which reduces bycatch, like you can see in this picture. They are able to, the fishermen are able to catch their small shrimps and whatnot, but bigger animals like sea turtles are able to get out of the nets safely. And obviously, plastic reduction and cleanup efforts. Always, 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 no matter where you are, please pick up after yourself, leave no trace. And there's always beach cleanups. And also, we are trying to restore habitats, which obviously supports recovery. So, we're definitely on the right track, and I know that eventually we will get to a good, safe place for all sea creatures, hopefully. My reflection. So I try to stay mindful and aware in everything I do and think about the environment and how this affects bigger systems than me. And I know that everything is connected, and I'm learning that more and more with all of this research. I'm aware of the food I eat, where it comes from, how it was treated, my land use and consumption of just everything. I try to limit plastic in my water use. I know that small actions create real environment impact, and it's just so motivational to see all of these impacts that are actually happening. It makes my small everyday little actions and habits that I do, I'm able to actually see them in action and see how they can make a difference.